In this video, I'm going to show you how to make enough money to retire early through this amazing little niche business that you are going to love. In this video, you're going to learn about this great little business called Overages that you can use to supercharge your retirement savings and retire early. And be sure to stay on all the way to the end because I'm going to give you access to a free resource that's going to help you get started in the business. Lots of people want to retire early. And why is that? Because if you retire early, you can still be active while you're still healthy, while you're still all together, before ailments take place. You can get retired and have fun in your retirement. I mean, you don't want to retire when you're 75 when you can't do as many things as you can do when you're 55, right? So pretty simple. So the question is, how do you do that financially? Because life's expensive and hopefully you're going to live for a long time. So how do you do that? You can do it by having a business called Overages that you do on the side as your extra income earner. And here's the secret. It's also a business that you can do after you retire on a very low level, so it can fund a retirement much, much more quickly. So you're really going to love this business. So let's talk about what this is. Overages occur when a property sells for more than the amount that's owed at either a tax foreclosure sale or a mortgage foreclosure sale. Tax foreclosures when they don't pay their real estate taxes. Mortgage foreclosures when they don't pay their mortgage. When that property sells at those auctions, often they go for very high prices, like 80% of retail. So there's often a lot of money left over because even when you're talking about a mortgage, often because houses have gone up so much in value over the past couple of years, if you're foreclosing on a 10-year-old mortgage, that was probably when the house was worth less than half of what it's worth today. So they've all got equity. If you're talking about real estate taxes, they get 3 to 4 years behind in taxes. They will sell your house at that sale. And 3 or 4 years worth of taxes on a $400,000 average house in America, around $50,000, even including penalties and interest. So that $400,000 house is going to sell for somewhere between $200,000 and $300,000 at the foreclosure auction, depending on its condition. Let's take the low end. Say it sells for $200,000 and you owed $50,000 in real estate taxes. That leaves $150,000 left over. That's the money we're talking about. That's called overages money. And the former owner can apply for that money. But here's the catch. They have to apply for it in order to get it. If they don't apply, they don't get it. Just like a tax return. If you didn't turn in your tax return and ask for your refund, they wouldn't give you a tax refund. I'm talking IRS of that. But this is the same thing. This money is sitting in a government account just waiting for someone to come and claim it. Nobody comes, nobody fills in the forms, then the government just keeps the money. A couple things. First of all, people have no idea that this exists. They think, oh, they sold my house and I guess I have to go find a new place to live and I just lost everything, and they feel terrible. That's just not correct. As an attorney, I can tell you that when that house sells at the auction, the creditor who forced the auction gets paid. They get, taxing authority gets its $50,000. Mortgage company gets whatever it's paid. But whatever is left over sits in that government account waiting for that formal application to take place. And the government has no incentive to help anybody. Why? Because if they don't help anybody, if they don't knock on your door with a check, then chances are the government gets to keep it. Because most of the time this money goes unclaimed. Matter of fact, the state of Maryland does a study every year of this. I looked at the past 3 year studies. Every year, less than 72% of the people get the money. So most people don't. 7 out of 10 times they don't get the money. Instead, that millions of dollars just forfeits to the state. And it's like that in all the states. It's the same story in every single state. People don't get their money because they don't know about it. So what your business is that you're going to be doing is you're going to get the list of monies that are being held. You're going to get the contact information for the folks that are owed the money. Reach out to them, give them the good news, see if they want your help in getting this money. If they do, you apply for the money, you get it. You keep your portion for yourself, pass their portion along to them, and everybody's happy. It's contingent fee work. You don't charge them anything up front, so it makes it pretty easy to sell because you're just talking to them saying, look, if you'd like to work with me to do this, I'll make the application, I'll do all the work. It doesn't cost you anything up front. If and when we're successful, then we get a percentage. If we're not, it doesn't cost you anything. So how about it? Why not take your chance? Because this is a windfall for them that they could really use over money they have no idea where it is. Because of course you're not telling them where the money is. You're just telling them that you found a refund, and if they're interested in working with you, you'll work to go get it. So it's a really appealing offer. Let me show you a list. So this is an actual list of monies that are being held after a tax foreclosure auction. And look at those amounts. It's tens of thousands, in some cases hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting there unclaimed. For us, we charge between 30 and 40% depending on the size of the claim. Bigger claims, we charge a little less percentage. Smaller claims, charge a little more percentage. But we charge 30 to 40%. It's a free country. You can charge what you want. But take a look at all those monies. Look at that list. And whatever percentage you're thinking about, whether it's a 30 to 40% we charge or whatever you're thinking of, think about if you were getting a percentage of some of those claims. Or dream big, all of those claims. It's huge. And new tax sales are held every day, and new mortgage foreclosure sales are held every day, and all those are profit opportunities for you. And it's great because you can work this as a side business even if you have a regular job, because you can do it nights and weekends. Because let's face it, you're doing the research to get the list, like I just showed you. It took me 5 minutes to get that on the internet. You're doing all the research to get the list, get the contact information, call up the people. All that you can do outside of work hours. Nights or weekends are perfect. That's when people are around anyway. And then when you get a claim, we have people that can go out, get the people signed up for you. They'll send you the papers, you can mail them in, and you can get a check. So it's something you can do on the side. And again, it's also something you can do at any level you want. You know, right now we're sitting internally in our database. We cover 15 states. We have a little over $350 million worth of claims sitting there. And it's over 14,000 claims that are big enough for us to worry about, which is 30,000 on up. That's only 15 states. There's so much money out there. It's mind-boggling. So much opportunity. And if you want to retire early or just not fully retire, just do bigger deals. I have one guy who is retired that's doing this business that I taught. And you know, he's doing like 5 or 6 claims a year. Every claim of his that I say is $180,000 to $200,000. So he's making, you know, for round figures, you know, $40,000 to $50,000 per claim, sometimes more. And you know, in his life, he's like, you know, I'm going to do 5 or 6 of them a year, make great money, make six figures money, and enjoy my life. And I think that's one of the keys. Enjoy your life. You know, retire early and enjoy your life. And I've also made the business where I have people doing the different aspects. I have people that get the leads, get the list that you saw. I have people that get the contact information. I get people that reach out to the people on the phone and say if they're interested in working with us. And I have people that submit the claims, and I just manage it. So, you know, I guess I would qualify for, you know, retired early, although I'm still busy, you know, I play pickleball, I go out biking, I go to the gym, I go out with my son and my daughter, I take my wife out. We have lots of fun, lots of travel, and you can too, because this is really such a cool little business. I can teach you the business. That's part of the business I'm in. I have what I think is the country's largest overages business. I'm sure of it. So I have a big business doing that, and I do teaching and consulting. So if you're interested in this, what you do next is go to my Intro to the Overages video. So if your browser supports it, you'll see a link above my shoulder here. If your browser doesn't support it, just look below the video and click on that and check this out. You owe it to yourself. If you really want to retire early, you got to take some action to make the money. This is a great way to do it. I promise you, because I've effectively done it. So you should go check it out. I promise I'll teach you everything you need to know. So go to the Intro to the Overages business video. That's going to take you through this more in depth to help you decide if this is right for you. I think it's great for someone that wants to retire early. Even if you just worked it on the side and just dump money into a savings account, you can very quickly grow a great retirement savings account and do what you want to do. Because I think do the retirement while you're young and healthy. So this is Attorney Bob Diamond. Click on the link up there or down there, wherever it is, and I'll see you at the Intro to the Overages business video.